Jimmy, with the SailGP starting, the big news around that is, all this talk about the new T-foils. You've been out on your boat today. How are they looking?
Yeah, they look great. I think they're a big improvement, both from a structural standpoint, reliability, but also performance. They cover a much bigger, let's say, wind range and just faster. And let's face it, that's what you want to do. You want to be able to go faster.
Yeah, and the New Zealand team, the Black Foils, were saying they got up to close to 100k. They're still in the 90s. The top speed for SailGP is still in the 90s. Do you think that your team, the Red Bull team, can crack the 100 when racing?
Yeah, well look, the Canadians were testing the first prototype of the T-foil of what we're all using now in San Francisco, and they got over 100, no problem. So yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that I don't know which team will be first, but hopefully this weekend someone will break that pretty quickly.
And were you getting over 100 out there today?
Not today. It was lighter conditions today. Like it was, again, like I said to you, I'm still in shock. I've been in Auckland for 4 days and it hasn't rained, so I'm not really sure. Maybe this whole climate change is real. But yeah, it was a much lighter day today.
And for the T-foil for the uninitiated, it extends longer than the boat. Do you think it could be dangerous?
Well, if you look at the America's Cup boats, they extend much further outboard. They're sort of way out to the side, and for the F50, it's about half a metre that it sticks out. So, yeah, for sure. But look, when you're doing these sort of speeds now and where the sport's developed, there's no doubt there's more risk. But if you asked any of the athletes and the people involved, they'd say it's been a huge step forward, because the credibility we're getting, you really need real athletes. It's much more like race car driving, and it's much more exciting.
So what can Kiwis expect? Obviously you will be putting yourselves at risk in this racing this weekend. Will it look dangerous? Will it feel dangerous? Will it feel like Formula One?
It will. I think people will be shocked when they see the speeds the boats are doing, and similar to what you see the America's Cup boats doing, but the difference is you've got 12 teams all together, and that's what you want to watch. Watching a race with two cars or two boats, if one gets ahead, it's not that compelling. When you've got 12 doing those sort of speeds on the same racetrack right in front of the downtown here, that'll be something to see.
So you are comparing this to racing cars?
Yeah, it's much more. So I'd actually say more like MotoGP, because in MotoGP you get a lot of passing. Formula One is actually not very much passing at all. If you watch a MotoGP race, they go, probably faster than the F1 cars, but it's so much more dynamic, and that's really what SailGP is like. The beauty of it too is that no one has a technical advantage. Everyone's on the same equipment, all the data, you can see what your competitors are doing, so it really does come down to the best team.
So if you could give a message to Aucklanders, what will they see from Red Bull this weekend?
We'll see. Look, we're the newest team. We've got the least amount of hours on the water, a new young team. We've got a fantastic group. And as you know, in high-level sport or racing, there is no shortcut. It really is a time game. And training's one thing, but getting race reps is completely different. It's a bit like dancing with your sister. It's just not the same until you're out there. So, yeah, that's something that we're getting there. Look, the last couple of days, the team's been doing a great job, but there's a long way to go.
And for yourself personally, you've stepped back from the boat. You've been on the boat, all your adult life. Psychologically, this will be quite different for you watching.
Yeah, it's tough. I've got to say, it's very, very challenging. Never enjoyed being on the sideline, but it's also a bit of a transition where I'm getting to my career. Certainly if I look at Ruggiero, our driver, double gold medalist, and just a young gun coming through. He was working with us at Luna Rossa in the last Cup, and really the rest of the team as well. We've really got some fantastic new generational athletes, guys and girls coming through out of Italy. At the same time, we've supplemented with some experienced players from SailGP. So yeah, at this point, it's really just trying to get some hours together as a team.
Just looking ahead to this weekend, there's been one race in the SailGP. New Zealand is on top of the table. You are currently at the bottom. Here's Pete Burling, who you've recently lost to, and you're up against him this weekend on his home seas. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I'm getting sick and tired of being beaten by Pete and Blair. But, no, they're actually really good mates of mine, and a very, very solid team. Like I said earlier, at high level sport, it's all about those relationships and spending time and hours together as a team. And as the newest team, there is no shortcut, and nor do I think there should be, because if there was, it just wouldn't be worth doing, and it wouldn't really show just how high a level it is. So yeah, without a doubt, I think we're motivated, but those guys are definitely, the benchmark team. For us, it's about, we're at this stage really thinking about ourselves and self-improvement. How do we outlearn and just try and start climbing ourselves back up the ladder? We've got a great team, and yeah, we'll do everything we can to just try to take the lessons and hopefully get close to those guys.